falling into a volcano is an instant death sentence. Lava, fire, no hope. But what if I told you there are real people who fell in and somehow didn't die? From terrifying slips near molten craters to accidental plunges into volcanic tubes, these survivors defied every odd imaginable. This is not fiction, these are real stories of people who survived falling into a volcano and walked away to tell the tale. It only took one step too far. In May 2019, a 32-year-old man visiting Hawaii's Volcano National Park ignored the warning signs and climbed over the protective railing to get a closer look inside the Kilauea volcano. He lost his footing and fell an astonishing 70 feet down into the crater's rocky interior. This wasn't just a scraped knee situation, he came terrifyingly close to one of the world's most dangerous lava lakes. The fall knocked him unconscious, but miraculously, he landed on a narrow ledge instead of plunging all the way into the molten abyss. Rangers rushed to the scene, lowered themselves into the crater, and performed a high-risk rescue. He was hospitalized but survived, and his story became a global warning against ignoring safety at volcanic sites. He fell into a volcano trying to take a selfie. Try explaining that to somebody from the 1800s. In July 2022, an American tourist in Italy visited the iconic Mount Vesuvius, the very same volcano that destroyed Pompeii. Despite signs warning visitors to stay on marked paths, and the whole Pompeii situation, he ventured off trail to the edge of the crater for a better selfie. When his phone slipped from his hand and tumbled into the crater, he tried to retrieve it, and that's when the earth gave way. He fell several meters into the crater, crashing onto a ledge surrounded by loose ash and jagged rock. Local guides witnessed the entire event and sprang into action. Using climbing ropes, they performed a dangerous descent and managed to pull him out before he slid further down. He escaped with minor injuries but faced fines and potential legal trouble. The phone? Still lost in the volcano. It's almost like the phone didn't matter at all. You drop it in a volcano, don't go for it. That's the volcano's phone now. Please. He was swallowed by volcanic gas while filming it. In 1991, a documentary cameraman, John McDermott, was filming geothermal activity near Mount St. Helens, the infamous volcano in Washington that erupted catastrophically in 1980. While moving equipment near a vent spewing steam and gas, the unstable ground collapsed beneath him. He plunged into a fumarole, a deep gas-emitting hole with dangerously high temperatures. The toxic steam burned his lungs and volcanic ash filled his eyes and ears, but somehow McDermott managed to cling to an interior rock. His crew quickly reacted and pulled him out using a tripod and a belt. He suffered severe burns and needed months of treatment, but he survived, and he kept filming volcanoes for years afterward. They flew into a volcano and lived to tell the tale. In 1992, a sightseeing tour helicopter with 5 people aboard was flying over Kilauea's caldera when a mechanical failure caused the aircraft to lose altitude rapidly. With no time to reach a safe landing zone, the pilot had no choice but to crash land inside the crater itself, just meters away from flowing lava. The crash was violent, breaking the skids and damaging the rotors, but none of the passengers were killed. Trapped in a hostile environment, that would be a nightmare. You survive a helicopter crash just to realize you're in a fucking volcano? Like, what do you mean? Sorry, I was just thinking about how horrible that whole situation would be. Trapped in a hostile environment filled with toxic gases and razor-sharp volcanic rock, they waited nearly 4 hours before rescue teams could reach them by foot. Each person suffered injuries, of course, but all survived a very rare case of a volcano air crash that didn't end in tragedy. There can't be very many of those situations in general. Even the professionals sometimes get a little too close. In 2017, volcanologist Dr. Jeff Mackley, known for extreme close-up footage of active volcanoes, was conducting research at Masaya, one of Nicaragua's most dangerous volcanoes. Wearing a heat-resistant suit and connected to a rope, he was lowered into the crater to film one of the world's rare lava lakes. But the safety system failed when the rope jerked suddenly, causing him to slide several meters lower than planned, directly into an area filled with thick, acidic smoke. He lost visibility, panicked, and started choking. The team above managed to pull him up just in time before he completely blacked out. After regaining consciousness, he was treated for smoke inhalation and second-degree burns, but returned to the field within weeks. His footage still some of the closest ever recorded to an active lava lake.